Welcome back. The second part of the R Visual video, which I wanted to show you here, is in the rgraphgallery.com. So you can simply Google that, you'll find it, and there you find a lot of different visuals, okay? And in my case, I'm using here, for instance, this circular bar plot. And if you like the visual itself, what you can do is, if you simply scroll down on the website, you find actually the R code, okay? Like, for instance, which libraries are imported, and then the whole code to create this element. And what you can do is actually simply use the code and paste it, so copy it from here and then paste it into Power BI to get the specific visualization you want. Of course, then you have to adjust it somehow, so you need to dive into the code and then adjust it to your personal data set. But you can simply, as I said before, simply use this. If you simply want to copy it right now, Control-C to copy it, and then I go back to Power BI here on a new page, for instance, and again I select an R visual here. Can make this a little bit bigger. And as I said before, I only need one field, so one column. It doesn't matter which one. So I can simply use the amount here and drag this field in here, and now I can write my R code. And then I simply need to paste it in here. And one more thing, of course, I said this already, is I use here the library tidyverse, okay, or at least this visual. So in case I have not installed it, of course I need to install the package first, okay? So if I run this now, I run it, you can see I got an error. And if I go to see details, I see that in this case there is no package named tidyverse. That's my error message here. So what I would have to do is I would go back to my, in this case I still have it running here, my R shell, and then I simply would have to install it, okay? So I can simply type in install.packages, and then I simply need to put it into quotes, in this case the tidyverse. So I need to name it tidyverse, that's what I want, in quotes, close the parenthesis, press enter, and need to then select one of the CRAN mirrors. In my case, I'm using one in Germany, so let's say here this one, click OK, and just need to wait until the library is installed. Let's see, shouldn't take too long, so sorry for waiting. And okay, we obviously, okay, it's available, we are done. And then actually get this here and run this again, and we run it. And let's take a look, and now we got a visual, okay? Well, that's how easy it is actually to use it. So simply, in my case, I don't know exactly, so I have not dived into the code yet, so I do not know exactly how this works, but I simply went to the website itself and copy-pasted the R code directly into Power BI, used it here, and created actually here my visualization. And of course, now I would have to somehow adjust it to my specific data set. For instance, here you can see that there is, for instance, a sequence here from 1 to 60, and also a name called Mr. in this case. Of course, I need to adjust this to my personal dataset now. But in order just to get the visual into Power BI, it's pretty easy. Simply copy paste the R code. Just make sure, as we've seen, that you have also installed the library. In case you have not, simply again open simply your R shell and then type in install packages and the specific package name. Okay, so that's it actually for R in Power BI. So I guess we've seen some nice visualizations. We've seen how we can adjust this within the R code here itself, and of course, as I said before, here in this case we used our own data set. In the other case, if you want to use really advanced visual, which are available, of course, in on this specific homepage here, you can simply copy paste the code and also create the visual you want in Power BI. Okay. Yeah, that's it actually for the R part here. So hopefully you enjoyed the R session, even though you might not be an R expert, or you are an R expert, then of course you're able to dive much deeper into this topic. Do it, and in case you want to share something with other students or with me, then feel free to do that. I would be really glad if you do that. I like to learn myself new things. So as always, yeah, my final words, thanks a lot for watching, and I hopefully see you in the next video. Until then, best guys.